Hello and welcome back. So before we start out with anything else in the video, I thought I'd just mention that I've been having a lot of Enderman griefing kind of problems around my world. Just noticed them kind of ruining the landscape and putting blocks all over in random places, like probably that one, and I've kind of cleaned up around here, but more over there. So I finally decided that I was going to add a data pack that actually stops the Enderman griefing. So I finally did that. So it's technically not purely vanilla now, but like it's such a minor thing, and also the fact that like it's really annoying, and I'd prefer for it just not to happen. And that way I didn't have to turn off all mob griefing. So creepers will still explode normally. We're still gonna have those things, but just like Enderman won't be just taking and placing random blocks all over the place. So that's nice. But let's get into the main stuff for today, right? So I finally moved our little to-do list. This thing used to be over the other side of that hill where we originally set up our base, but then we moved over here. So I finally moved this over here. And I also re-put in some stuff that I thought we should do and whatnot. So the first thing that I actually want to get done today is the cactus farm. I talked about that last episode, so we're going to get doing with that. We've also got to finish this multi-farm tower that we've got over here, because if you notice, it doesn't go all the way down to the ocean floor like that one does. We need to bring it all the way down, which will take a bit, and a lot of concrete and such. And then I also want to add on to it a little bit, because the front's very plain currently. I was thinking about adding some basalt-like things going like this or something. Something like that, yeah. And then you can also still see a little bit inside. I tried to cover it up a little bit more, but I think we gotta, I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about that because I want to make sure that the iron golems still spawn on that platform and they're not having trouble spawning there. And I did see one of them suffocating because he like spawned right next to that wall, and the wall was suffocating him a little bit before he got pushed down. I guess that's fine as long as he continues to get pushed down, but I don't know, I'll have to check that out a little bit before, yeah, you just saw it there for a split second. So that's kind of what happened earlier. So I think that's probably fine because they still get pushed down. But I think, yeah, we need to add some more blocks up there so you still can't see into it from at least down here. So yeah, we got to finish up that tower. We've got to continue working on the s'more, which if you don't know what the s'more is, that's this building that's currently in development. It's going to be our mass storage area. It's going to kind of replace this building, I guess, as our storage area. This is going to deal with mass storage, where we have a lot of one block, and then it's also going to have a different section for all our things, like we do currently over here. And I still haven't figured out exactly what we're going to do with all the things, but if you're wondering about how I'm doing the mass storage for lots of one type of block, or multiple, but like the mass storage like cobblestone, right, you have a bunch of that, then you should go check out that video to go see what I've been doing with that. The building's definitely in a work in progress state. It's barely finished, but that's because we're still working on the interior and how we're going to expand it and such. So, got to do that. Then I also want to do some crop farms, either automated with villagers or whatnot, a gold farm, because that'll help us with bartering and stuff. This is all kind of new stuff from the Nether update. And then I also want to build a, I think it's called an Ender. That's like the fun name for it. It's just an Enderman farm off in the end. And there's probably some other things I want to do, but these are just the things that I've thought about so far. So, I want to do the cactus farm, and I thought I'd actually kind of show you guys what I was doing while I was doing it this time, instead of just kind of showing you the end product. It kind of works for big buildings like this, or other big projects where they take a lot more time, and it's harder to show in just a video, but I think a cactus farm is small enough that we can at least do like the main layer and show you kind of what's going on. So I actually want to make the cactus farm over here. We've got a little bit of space if we head on down under here, right? We've got this little bit of extra over here and over here, so we can probably make a little bit of a farm here. So I think we'll just kind of work together through this to figure out how exactly we're going to do it. I've got some white concrete here because we're probably going to be able to see a little bit of this tunnel that I'm going to make. I think what we want to do is we want to come out over here, out into there. So we probably want to go 8 blocks, right, for water. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. And then we can, that's not right, we can go like this, and that should work. So let's just test that real quick, just make sure. Yep, that works. We'll get rid of the water for now, just so it doesn't interfere with what we're doing. So I was looking online at kind of different designs for cactus farms. I ran across a Il Mango video, so I'll put that in the description if you want to see the original video. He had a bunch of different designs and efficiency stuff, and it's all kind of interesting to me at least. But it is kind of lengthy for maybe the average viewer. But I did like one of them that was kind of nice. So we're going to try to replicate that here. Got to figure out how we're going to do this. So I think... let's figure this out. So it's going to have a hole in the bottom. Yeah, so if we go like... It's going to be having 4 cactus apart. So if we want a hole in the bottom, it's going to go down into a stream probably at this level. That's probably how we'll do it. Which maybe we won't even have to make the stream all the way over here. But we'll be at that level, so that means that we should probably make the floor of it actually at this level. That makes sense, right? Then we want the wall of this thing probably be up over here. So we can probably put it up against this wall, I think, right? Yeah. That probably sounds good. So if we want, let's see, how many can we fit in? So if we get some sand here, let's, yeah, do that. 1, 2, 3, ooh. Ooh, maybe it's not going to fit here. Okay. Dang, okay. Maybe we'll have to change up the design a little bit then. The one that I was looking at had 4 cactus apart. But this is only going to fit 3 at most, and even then, if you look at this, it would be running into this block, so that's not ideal. Okay, let's try something else. So maybe if we want to work with something like this, right? Let's get some torches down so we don't spawn anything evil. If we go like this, these won't run into anything. We can't go over here because it's going to run into that. So we're really not going to be able to get all that much from this, which is kind of a shame. We can put blocks over there. Let's put a torch down there too. Yeah. So maybe something like that. Let's get rid of these blocks. If we just continue this down over this way, I think this will be good. And then we'll be able to add some water around it to actually push the blocks. We'll have to figure out exactly what pattern we want this water in to make it work. And then we also got to put blocks over here to make sure that the water doesn't flow out weird. Yeah, I think this'll... It's not going to give us much cactus, not as much as I had wanted. But I probably don't need a crazy amount. And as long as we get just a little bit kind of going, and then when I'm in between projects and such, it'll just kind of keep on working, and we'll get a lot over time, I think. So it should probably be good. We'll replicate this on the other side once we figure out the exact design we want. So we probably want something like this. Then we want to have a wall over here, probably. Oops. Okay. Wall over here. And this is a little tricky because I fell into the water. Nope. Wrong block. Okay. So something like this. Hopefully. Maybe. And then we're going to need some water. It's a thing we're going to push around with these cactus. The cactus will be on here. I forgot to get some things to block the cactus's growth. But if we just focus on the water currently, that looks pretty good, right? Right? Because any blocks that'll flow around here will all get pushed down to here. Sounds cool, right? Yeah. So if we head on over here, grab a little bit more, and then let's jump up. Oh, okay. Try like that. So, if we add more water over here, how is this gonna look? It's gonna almost work. Okay. Okay. So maybe we need a little bit more. Let's get some more torches. About to run out of them, but that's fine. Grab that guy, put him over here. Okay, so let's get a little bit more water. Let's try this again. Yep, that'll work. Okay. So if we put water over here and over here, we'll put that back over there. I think something like that. And something like that. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go grab some other materials and I'll be right back, and then I think we can finish this off, at least this side. Okay, so I got some fence stuff now. So I think, right, because the water's flowing over here currently, we want to add some of these gates. So we go something like that, right? So the blocks will fall down into here still. That should work, right? And it looks like everything's flowing in that direction. Only problem is right here. That is an issue. But we can go over here and do the same thing. So right here, blocks aren't going to move. They may flow over this way, but then they're not going to go anywhere. So let's try to fix this. Okay. If we grab these guys, and we put it here instead, now we've created stagnant over here. Well, okay. How do we fix that then? And that's also not good. I think we had it better the first time. If we try that again. It's not good here. Is a question. I mean, if we lose a little bit of cactus over here, because the water's not flowing correct, is it that big of a deal? Probably not. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Sorry about that. So, yeah, we'll just leave this as is. It's not going to be perfect. But our weird, wonky design of it putting over here is, well, it's never going to work. So, let's put these cactuses on. Let's start with that. Put these cactuses over here. And then what we want to do is we want to go in the center of them. More like that. Put a fence post right there. So then when they grow... Actually, no, that's not going to work. That's at the corner, right? Because that'll still be fine. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Whoopsie. So if we go like this, and then we move it to be actually like here, that's also not going to work. Okay. Like that. That's what we wanted. And then we put the cactus back. Okay. That should work. Actually, we should probably put it in between. Or does it matter? Probably not. Yeah, we'll go with probably not. So, well, I still want to do it this way, though. Yeah, let's do it this way. That way it'll be more uniform. So we do something like this, then we can do block. That. Block. Oh my gosh. I'm really failing. Block, then one of those guys. Block those guys. Block one of those guys. Block that. Block that. And block their fence post. Okay. And then we get rid of the blocks. Right? That makes sense. So we got a little bit of a different... Yeah. So this should all stop it from working. Now, we still have this stagnant here. So if we put something like that, right? It would never... would never go into that area, per se. But is that good? Let's put a torch up there. Because if a random block just falls off that way, it's already either going to get stuck, or now it's just going to drop over there. I think this is good because if it's going to go on an angle over into this direction, into like this block, right? It would normally fall here if we didn't have this block here. So then it'd become pushed and become stagnant. But now if it falls into it and it goes down, then it's going to get pushed in the right direction. So I think that will help. It's not going to entirely solve our problem. We're still going to lose a bit because if it goes over, it's not going to work. But it'll help. Yeah, okay. So, my next idea, right, before we start on the other side, which I'll probably do on my own, you guys probably don't need to see that, but if we do something like this, go up a little bit, right, can we get another layer on? That's what I want to know. So, we probably want to put half slabs here. Actually, no, it can't go there. It has to go like that, right? Yeah? I think that's not going to work then. Yeah, because if we need that, can't have cactus there. We could have cactus here, and then go down. Does that make sense? Oh, wait, this has to be a block up. Yeah, like this. And then we could have one layer. So we have two across and then just one across over here. It's not going to be as good, but maybe... Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to figure out something with that. And then maybe we can get even one more. I think I'll just kind of finish this off now. Now that you got a general idea of what I'm doing, kind of my process. I'll get back to you after I'm done with the rest of the cactus farm. How about that? And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I'm back and I've put together all these cactus farm parts. So I've got this other side also put together. It's a little hard to actually get up to show it because I had to squeeze it in so much, but if you can imagine, you saw down here where we put the, like, two next to each other, right? And then it's 8 long. The one above it is only a single 8 long, and then there's another one above it that's slightly shifted a little bit, but I could still fit it, that's also a single 8 long. So there's 2 single 8 longs, then a double 8 long, so that's 16 down here, 16 up there with those two, so that's 32 on this side. There's going to be another 32 over there, or there is another 32 over there, so that means there's 64 cactuses in total. That's just what we ended up with. And I had to do this weird blockage thing like I showed in the center to stop the items from getting stuck, but it might lose a little bit, but I think it'll be fine overall. And then we've got little drop things from the layer above, so the water just goes down into the holes down here. And then we've got little paths for the water and the items to come on down, like this. I left a little air gap up here because I know items float now. So I didn't know if they drop down here and if they were to try to float, I didn't know if this was up a block, right? If it would get caught on this block. I don't know if that's how it would work. So I just played it safe and lowered it a block 1. So we're a little bit lower than I originally had planned, but that's fine. It'll all work. And then I think what we'll be able to do is we'll actually be able to do something like that. I don't think we need to have it like that. But before I close this off, I just thought I'd show something. So when you have water streams, right? To get like fast water streams before the floating items thing, right? You used to have ice underneath them so they would speed them along faster, right? That's the fastest way to do it. Now that items float, they're not actually touching the floor, so it doesn't matter what's on there. But it does matter when they're transitioning. So you want to have an ice block in between the water streams. And also what I learned is that because it goes off and then down onto this block, when it goes into this next block, it's still touching the floor for a short period of time. So you want to also have ice underneath this next block over next to it. That kind of makes sense. And the way I actually learned this from is a video I found on YouTube. It's actually a very small channel. has like only 200 something views, at least the time that I was looking at it. And so I definitely would recommend watching it. I'll put it in the description for sure. But he pretty much just did a bunch of tests with different types of water streams with ice and different ice configurations and which one was the best. So he figured out you only need ice on these two. And obviously you want to use blue ice because they're the fastest. But I guess any ice would be better than none. But you don't need a waste ice underneath these parts. These parts can just stay whatever block you want. But then these two are ice. That kind of makes sense. And then I guess we'll just close this up. So we'll put a block there, we'll put a block over there, and we'll close it up. And there we go. So the cactus should now start flowing down as it harvests itself, and then we've got to put it into the sorting system now. Because we have iron, we have sugarcane, we have the roses also, but they're going into the overflow. So now we're going to have to add where the cactus come in. And that shouldn't be too bad. I think we definitely have the space for it. Let's go see actually how much we have right now. I'm just kind of interested. It should be in the overflow. Okay, so we have 31. That seems like quite a lot for what I had there, definitely. I don't know, it might be from stuff that had accidentally gotten broken as I was building, or it might actually be the amount that we had gathered. I don't know. But we'll keep on collecting, we'll see how much it is. I'll add on probably another chest row, so this will become the overflow, and this will become the cactus one. And we should have plenty of space back here. It's just a simple item sorter design that I have over here, so I'll just replicate it and then move this part over. I don't think that should be too interesting for you guys to see. Oh wow, look at that. We got lots of iron. It's fantastic. So the iron farm's working great. Sugarcane farm's working great. We're gonna have a great cactus farm. Look at that. We got 2 more already. It's working fantastic. And maybe we could even automatically smelt it into cactus green, since I don't know what normal cactus is good for. But then we need a way to make fuel. Yeah, I think I'll just collect it as cactus for right now. But I'll get to doing that, and then we might do something else, we might not. I'll have to check on how long this video is, and also kind of depends on when I want to get this out. This did take me too long, but it's been a little days since I last recorded and uploaded and stuff, so I don't know. We'll figure that out, but I'll finish this up and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I just added a little cactus sorting thing onto it now. So now we've got sugarcane, iron, cactus, and then poppies, which is pretty cool. So we're getting 3 different things from this tower. Actually 4 if you count the poppies, but this kind of overflow, and poppies aren't too important. But I guess you can count it as 4 different things. So we've got 4 different unique items coming from this cool tower, which is pretty cool. And because the video has been kind of long, obviously because of the format I've been trying in this video, I think we're going to have to end it here without too much getting done. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any ideas for or suggestions for what we should do in the next video, if it's something that's on this board right here that you want to see get done next time, or if you have something else that's not on the board that you think might be cool to do, just anything, you know, add it in the comments. I'll see your suggestion, try to do it. I'd like to hopefully get this tower done next. Make sure it goes down all the way and decorate it, because now the interior is all done. We've pretty much maxed out the interior space for this thing. Maybe there's a little bit on top, but it's pretty much maxed out. So, yeah, we should probably finish it up so we can just call this whole project done. I was thinking about calling it the Power Tower, or Tower of Power. I don't know which one sounds better. They both sound pretty good. But yeah, I like it. I like its design. And we'll polish it up, and it'll be pretty cool. But I hope you're having a good day, and continue to have a good day. Bye-bye.